So today we are going to see the SunFounder Pironman 5 Max case to assemble with Raspberry Pi 5. So on the box we will get all these components. So we need to assemble today. So I will show you the video today. So let's get started. So the first step will be we need to disassemble these two cases. So it looks like this. Once we disassemble, we will start with step 2. Here we can see M2.5 into 8 stand of 3 screws. We need to add here 3 screws. So after adding, we can see it looks like this. It looks like L shape. You can also see. Okay. So the next step. So M2.5 into 6 left side and M2.5 into 5 on right side. Total 4 screws. 2 screws are different size. 2 screws are different size. So we need to add here M2.5 into 6 and here M2.5 into 5. 2 screws we need to add. Total 4 screws. So we added here total 4 screws. Okay. 2 are different size, 2 are different size. Next, micro SD card extender. So we need to add this under the Raspberry Pi. So this is going to extend the SD card slot. So once we assign, we can see output looks like this. Next step, we are going to see USB HDMI adapter. We need to assign it to Raspberry Pi 5. Okay, so this is the USB HDMI adapter. We need to link it here. And also we can see here one battery is there, button battery. We need to add it here. So we need to buy it additionally. It is $1. So we need to add here positive on the top side, negative on the bottom side. So we call it as a button battery. So once we assign, so you can see output look like this. So we done step 5. So when we went to step 6, button battery we already inserted. Step 7, we need to add here 4-pin header on beside of the button battery. So it looks like this 4-pin header. So we need to add it here. So add it carefully, otherwise the pins will be broken. So once we done step 7, we go with step 8. So it is a 2-pin wire. We need to add it from this port to Raspberry Pi. So this looks like this. So 2-pin wire, we need to add it from USB HDMI adapter to our Raspberry Pi. So we added. So it looks like this. So we done step 8 successfully. Step 9 is FPC cable we need to add. So we need to see it carefully while adding it. FPC black is black. Have you observed this one, right? We need to add it as on bottom side. So we need to rotate it like this and we need to insert it and we need to lock that. Simple. So we can also see here 3 steps in the manual. I will show you how I added this one. In step 1, we need to open the lock. Step 2, we need to insert the cable. Step 3, again we need to lock the black color. That's it. In 3 steps we can insert this cable. So the next step we came to 10. So here we need to add M2.5 into 18 plus 4 standoff screws. So before that we need to assign this in top of the case. So like this we need to assign it. Once we assign it perfectly on top of the screws, so we can take this M2.5 into 18 plus 4. So we need to add these 4 screws carefully to link the board with the case. Here now one screw added, right? That I have done little mistake. I need to add it little backward. We need to add 3 more screws, M2.5 into 4, like a black color screws. We need to add 3, okay, on these 3 places. So we'll take 3 screws on beside of the GPIO pins. Here I have done small mistake. Just now I inserted one screw, right? That I need to swap with the above screw. Later in this video I will do that. But whenever you are assigning, just be careful here. Check the manual once. So the next step is thermal pads. So we already inserted 3 thermal pads. Additionally, I have inserted 4 more thermal pads which I have. Next we have tower cooler. So we can take this tower cooler. Here we can assign here. So we will see 2 holes to link this tower cooler into those 2 holes. Okay. Once we find the 2 holes perfectly aligned, so we can lock it. Just we need to pull it. So it automatically locks from bottom. So then we will try this cable to link with Raspberry Pi fan, but this wire is too short. But I will do one thing. I will put it under the fan. Maybe the wire extends on that. Yes. So in this way we can see here 4 pins we have under this plug. Carefully observe the 4 pins before assigning into that plug. Otherwise the pin will be broken. Then we need to invest again $20 more to buy this tower cooler. Yes, that's it, done. We assigned a cooler fan. So the next step would be 12th step, we already done. 13th step, of course, locking the pins, we already done that too. Next 14th step will be insulation piece. Okay, insulation piece we need to stick here. I already added here. So here next one is GPIO power switch converter. So here we will have 2 GPIO pins. So we need to assign it carefully with these 2 screws. So we need to assign it carefully. No, not like this. We need to rotate it. Yes, like this. Under this GPIO pins, we need to hold these things. So once we added it, we need to add 2 screws. Left side and right side, 2 screws. I have swapped this one. Last time I said that I done small mistake. I swapped 2 screws here. So next, FPC cable we need to link with the NVMe board. So we need to attach with any NVMe board to transfer data from this board to our Raspberry Pi. So we can attach here 2 NVMe SSD slots, or else you can attach any AI accelerator M.2 chips. Here step 17 we need to observe here carefully, because this NVMe board need to be perfectly aligned with this 4 pin. You already discussed, right? 4 pin header. So you can see here 4 pin header. These 4 pins need to come up. Next with step 18, M2.5 into 4, total 3 screws. So we need to add it on 3 places like this. Next, step 19 and step 20 would be looks like same. We need to add RGB fans. Those need to link with IO expander board. Step 19 and step 20. So I have added 2 RGB fans on step 20 with 8 screws, and I linked those 2 wires on one side, and I connected those 2 wires to IO expander board. So you can see IO expander board I linked with 2 RGB fans. Then 21 IO expander, we need to add it carefully. So we need to link this IO expander board on top of these pins. Okay, so the output looks like this. So once it's done, we can go with the OLED display. So I have already stick here OLED display. You can also stick here and you can link that to IO expander board. So we already done this one. Next, step 23. So we need to link these 2 cases like a box. So we need to add a black screws. Okay, we will do this one. First we will take this into hands, and first we need to check carefully with this USB and Ethernet holes perfectly aligned or not. Once these holes are perfectly aligned, so we can see all the 4 sides. Is there any spaces or any issues? So we can check all corners, then we can try to link the screws. So the remaining 4 screws we need to add. So we need to check perfectly the holes are aligning with the screws. Based on that we need to align one by one carefully, and also we need to check internally GPIO pins. Is it perfectly fit or not? And also we can see here, yeah, little adjustments required. So because the holes will not be perfect, so after a few adjustments we can see the hole perfectly fits the screw. Once we assign all the screws, we can see that cool. 24 and 25. So we can take this power button and we can insert inside this fiberglass, and we can lock with this screw. Once we tighten with our hands, okay, then we can take this wrench and we can tighten it more. So once it is done, we can link this 2-pin plug into this power. So this is our main power button. Okay, we can fit under this one. Okay, cool. Yes, micro SD card slot also fits perfectly to its holder. Cool. On top of it, okay, this we need to rotate. Okay, here GPIO pins perfectly aligned or not, we need to check carefully. Yes, otherwise the screws will not fit. So I was making it on corners first, opposite corners. I'm not making it that much tight first as of now. Just casually was inserting the screw. Once I insert all the 4 screws perfectly into the holes, then I will tighten one by one. So 4 sides inserted, now I will tighten all the 4 sides. Cool. So we hold it and we can tighten the screws. So once we tighten, so we can see output like this. So we can see the bottom 4 stickers we need to attach additionally, so that comes under the box itself. So we need to check all the 4 sides whether we missed any screws or any parts. Of course, we done everything. So now I turn on the power. So you can see green color light. So I inserted a memory card with operating system. So when I turn on the power, so finally we can see this. It's look amazing, right? So we can install AI agents inside this machine in future videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos.